Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? We're back again with another daily Casper crypto live stream, and honestly, this is a very seesaw market. When I left before the wedding, the markets were in turbulence off the back of escalation and missiles firing back and forth between Iran and Israel. Had a great weekend away, came back yesterday, and coming back yesterday we saw the markets making a very nice recovery in the anticipation that the war was coming to an end. Looks like most of that was actually fueled from mere noise and or speculation, fake news, as a lot of the so-called sources that suggest that we are going towards a ceasefire, which is still very much on the card, going towards a ceasefire. It looks like that's not the case at all right now, and actually we're seeing an escalation across all fields. So in today's stream, we're going to be giving a rundown on what's happening in the markets right now, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Casper updates as well, giving a rundown of what we've seen recently and what's due to be coming very soon as well. And ultimately, the same as always, don't be emotional, be logical. What's happening right now is not a testament to Casper doing badly or a testament to crypto doing badly. It's simply fundamentals weighing in on the market. When there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of FUD, when there's war worries, it's perceived as being risky, too risky to be in markets like equities, like crypto, like stocks, stuff that are high risk, as opposed to being in more trustworthy and reliable assets like gold, which is currently not really moving much today, down 0.03%, but even then it's trading near all-time highs. Oil, of course, is also rallying up 5% right now off the back of the recent developments we've been seeing. We'll get into all of that in the stream as always. So once more, if you enjoy the daily live, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Mr. Moles, wow, brother, you're actually first this time. Welcome back, my manager, doing very well, brother. What's up, you two, Greg? Just missed out, but yes, good to have you back again, bro. Hopefully having a good day so far despite the markets. What's up, DD, bro? You're doing very well, brother. Thank you very much again for tuning in. And Ghost, you too, brother. What's up, my man? Having a great day as well so far. I hope all of you here tuning in, and you too, Kryptoni, mother of F. I mean, yeah, the market is definitely one to be quite frustrated at. But again, for me, it's just noise. The way I'm perceiving it right now is the smart money, for the most part, they're still very much in control. And if there was true concerns of us going towards a war, oil will be up so much higher right now. Gold will be up so much higher right now. Both of which they're going up, but they aren't rocketing. So evidently, the smart money still perceive that it's getting a bit ridiculous, but it's still very much in control. DYX up today, yeah, it's not surprising either. The dollar index being up right now, not surprising at all. And yeah, I mean, we'll see where that goes from here on out as well. Welcome back, Falco Bro, doing very well with that and having a great day so far. With that being said, let's get into the content for today. So we can see right now with Casper currently down 4.27% on the daily time frame. And if you had been paying attention yesterday, you would have heard me say this week is scheduled to be quite a big one. However, if we get escalations and developments from so-called black swans, a situation that was not anticipated, like an escalation of the war, then we see a reversal and it comes back down further. So it's not a case of me trying to say, oh look, I was right. That's not the point here. The whole premise is trying to highlight again, there are so many perspectives to take into account as an investor, right? And as much as I'm very optimistic for where crypto is going to go, for Casper's going to go, Casper I believe is a sleeping giant, and I still believe that. Fundamentally speaking, despite how great Casper is and how great crypto is for the financial system, we are still in a situation where they aren't just going to pump purely off FOMO. Not anymore. We're in a situation where it's maturing, it's becoming an integral part of the financial markets, but therefore, like anything else, it's going to follow along to the fundamentals and macro developments. And right now, all that everybody's looking at right now is the war going on and the escalation between Iran and Israel and equally other nations who seem to be getting involved. According to solid intel here, Turkish Air Force jets have been dispatched to intercept Israeli jets violating Turkish airspace. That is of course, very, very worrying. And it does escalate a little bit from there on as well. So we got a lot more sources here from the KYC letter. Breaking Israeli officials say Prime Minister, I'm not going to say the name because I'm going to butcher that name, but the Prime Minister believes the United States will join Israel's war against Iran within days. Now, is that true or not? Again, we'll have to wait and see. But we are seeing definitely, and in the words of seemingly Donald Trump and America, we're at an inflection point. So it turns out the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be extremely important to determine the direction of the markets. Are we going to see a ceasefire, some peace treaty going on, and therefore a lot of the FUD dissipate and the market start to make that reversal? Or will we see the escalation to the point where we'll see new lows? With Casper, of course, it is currently at a recent low. Of course, back in April, before Liberation Day, or just after Liberation Day, sorry, we did see Casper reach a bottom of around 5 cents. It could very much be on the cards, especially if we see the war escalate continue. Bitcoin right now is 104, just off 105k, and equally Bitcoin did retrace back down to 102k during the first escalation of this war as well. So we could definitely see crypto Bitcoin come back down maybe to 100k as well. Again, it depends on how long this FUD is drawn out and to, I guess, the severity of it as well. At the same time, if you see it dissipate, we'll see the markets reverse quicker as well. But we are at an inflection point. So according to the sources here, Trump believes a massive bunker buster missiles, they are needed to destroy Iran's underground uranium enrichment facility. And he even highlights these bunker busters as the inflection point, ultimately being that these are very, very important, arguably the most important missiles to, I guess, to cause a significant change in history. That's kind of the terminology, inflection point, something that's going to be extremely important. Now, the reason why also is because the United States has these bombs and Israel does not. So therefore, Trump views this as a key point of leverage to bring both sides to the table. But again, as highlighted here, however, if they're unable to make a deal, it appears the United States is likely to either provide bombs to Israel or become directly involved in the strike, which apparently, again, the Prime Minister of Israel believes that will be the case. So we'll have to see where it goes from here. Again, the next 24 to 48 hours will be extremely important to see the developments of this war taking place. And we have seen also a more recent post here, which happened fairly recently. Moments after Trump stated he knows where Iran's supreme leader is, he called for the unconditional surrender of Iran. Now, again, this has got to a whole new level, and I'm not here to debate nor discuss who's in the right, who's in the wrong. That's not the premise of me highlighting this information here. The premise of me highlighting the war, Trump's involvement seemingly in it, and escalation, it's purely down to just understanding that this is currently a time of uncertainty. The worry of war, potentially a third world war, is escalating, and therefore there's an inherent larger risk to being involved in these quote on-risk markets, which crypto is an on-risk market. There's higher risk to crypto than many other markets in the space. It is maturing and stabilizing. It's doing better than most nowadays, but it's still a very high risk. So we have to see where it develops from here. What's also reassuring though, and again that's what I stated at just the beginning of this stream, gold is still holding strong. And again, oil is again rallying up higher now, up 5%. But even then, if we had complete affirmation, like complete certainty that we are going towards a third world war, oil would have shot up. Oil would have shot up to $100 per barrel or something like that right now. Gold would have surpassed all-time highs immediately. And the smart money, the ones who have this insider knowledge and knowing what's going on, is not pumping. They're not pumping this stuff right now. It's not pumping the stuff right now. So while it is a cause for concern, and I'm not discrediting that, definitely keep a close eye on the markets and this news, or alternatively just take a time to switch off from the markets, because there's no guarantee it's going to get better in the immediate short term. Again, 24 hours, 48 hours, have to wait and see. But seemingly we are not on the brink of a third world war. You know, the 10-year yields are nearing 4.5%. The markets say this won't be a long-term headwind. This is going to likely just be a short-term noise, keeping the markets down for a little bit longer. maybe, and I theorize it's all by design. Maybe all the leaders of the world are purposely trying to cause a lot of uncertainty in the markets in a plan to scoop up more, because there is no doubt, absolutely no doubt, that crypto is here to stay and crypto is here to take over the financial system. So you could argue, you could speculate that this is also part of the plan, and a crude plan at that, to get people to panic so they can scoop up more crypto. Now that's just me throwing wood onto the fire there. I don't necessarily believe that's the case, but I'm highlighting it as a possibility. Point being is, war is currently ongoing. It's seemingly taking a very sharp turn, potentially could get worse before it gets better, and that's ultimately why the markets are dumping. Not because crypto's bad, not because Casper's bad, not because any of the assets particularly are terrible, because war and the FUD and uncertainty of war is rallying up higher and higher. But again, in saying that, while alts are bleeding quite heavily, Bitcoin is down 2%. I mean, again, it's for Bitcoin, that's quite a lot, but at the same time, it's down 2%. That is not disastrous, If you think about what happened back in the earlier dates, looking at March 9th here, we saw Bitcoin come down 5-6%. We've seen days where Bitcoin's come down 10% on the daily. So Bitcoin being down to 2% right now is not nearly as bad. We've had other situations that have caused further corrections, be it a hack, be it when Trump and Elon Musk had their debates, or their public arguments online that happened here. That was a 4% correction. So evidently right now, of course, it's definitely a cause for concern, but I wouldn't be too worried right now. That's how I perceive it personally. The war is terrible, and my hearts go out to everybody who is just innocents caught on the crossfire, honestly. I think war is I think everyone should be able to agree that war is a terrible, terrible thing. And I do hope it comes to an end sooner rather than later. But, again, those who are calling for a third world war, if there's even a 50% chance of a third world war, the S&P 500 wouldn't be just 2% away from all-time highs. Gold would be at $5,000 per ounce, and oil would be $100 per barrel. If that's we are by no means anywhere remotely close right now, or no confirmation of such seemingly, because the smart money will pump it first. Of course, they control the markets now, so they pump it first. If we had confirmation of such, we would see all of these factors taken into account, looking at S&P 500, looking at oil, and looking at gold. So that's honestly, if you want to try and keep up to date and see how the smart money perceive the situation, look at those three things right now. Look at the S&P 500. You can see right now, look how far it is off all-time highs. It's only down 0.78% right now. It's not moving much at all, actually. The S&P 500, it's down almost 3%. Look at oil, which is rallying up, so definitely a call for concern. But again, look at how high it was back at the end of December, or even earlier than that. It's still around $73 per barrel, so it's still very, very low. And then also look at gold, which is nearing all-time highs, but it would have to see a drastic rally up and breakout for us to think, okay, maybe a war is on the horizon. So again, don't be emotional, be logical. These are the three key markets you could look at right now to determine how smart money are currently perceiving, currently viewing this strife, this conflict between the nations right now. So again, I'm not personally worried. I think we're going to see, it may further delay Bitcoin from taking off, depending on how long this conflict goes on for again. It may delay it. Of course, the M2 suggests Bitcoin should be rallying right now. But again, the M2 is not the perfect indicator. I've been saying that for time and time again. It's got 80 to 90% correlation. And of course, if there's uncertainties like the war, it won't take off necessarily. I think it had all the possibility to do so before the war came in, but it has down. But that does therefore mean that once this strife and conflict is over with, we'll likely see Bitcoin make a quick break to catch back up to the M2. We saw it all the time previously. Look here. If I zoom out a little bit, look right here. Bitcoin took a longer time to rally here, and then made a quick shot up quickly to catch back up to the M2 supply. So for me, again, despite how much longer this is taking, it just means that Bitcoin will just have a sharper rally once the FUD is out of the way and once we are in the position to start seeing the markets rally. Now, we could see something big later today. Once the stream is done with, we'll be hearing the next vote for the Genius Act, which will be taking place today. Now, there was a bit of confusion earlier from what I have seen. There was the belief that once it passes the Senate today, it will go straight to Trump, and that doesn't seem to be the case. The last vote of the bill will be seen in the Senate, and then it'll be moving back to the House. Because you have to have both bills. You have to have both the Senate and the House agree on this version of the bill. Now, we did have the House agreed to a version of the Genius bill, but evidently, actually not evidently, I do remember there were some amendments made. So we had the House agree on something, then it went to the Senate, and the Senate then disagreed on it. And then it's been, amended, and now it's been agreed in the Senate, so now they have to go back to the House to agree on that front as well. If both agree on it, then it goes to Trump. Now, how long that will take, from what I have seen, it could take anywhere from a month or two, which does still align it. Therefore, for August, we'll see confirmation of the Genius stablecoin bill, and that will further, allow more institutional capital to flow into the market, more adoption of stablecoins, more policies, more clarity. It would be a very, very big deal, of course. So what we're going to wait for today is hopefully and likely, from what I've seen, likely confirmation and the passing of the Genius stablecoin bill in the Senate, and then it'll go to the House, probably wait a month or so, and then we will see, hopefully, it passed there as well. All this time, all the while, we're seeing the Clarity Act, which is the market structure bill, also going through back and forth between the House and the Senate. I believe it passed the House and Financial Committee recently, and then you will see the Senate also do so. You'll see the Senate then talk about it and vote on it. Either it will pass or it won't. I'm personally anticipating it'll be delayed. There will be some votes against it because, again, it's still very fresh. The Genius Act had multiple amendments to it. You'll see the same thing with the Clarity Act, I'm sure, as well. But I'm hoping all bills will probably come to some form of agreement by August or in August, which will be a great time for, again, the market top indicator, the M2 supply. It's also at 140 odd K Bitcoin and 30K Bitcoin around August as well. So while there is speculation from investors and, valid speculation that you'll see the market rally at some point soon, going to this peak here in August, it will then have that banana zone and come down a little bit. You may see it come down a bit, and then institutional investors start sizing in because of the clarity they've got, and then you start seeing a pullback, and then to again another rally up again going towards the end of Q4, maybe into even 2026 again. We'll have to play it by ear and see how it pans out. But I'm not remotely worried right now, and today is going to be interesting. And there was a question also asked, will it alleviate the FUD? No. It's not. Again, this is my speculation, of course. I don't think that the passing of this bill today, which will likely pass, will send the markets will cause a bump in the market, if you will. That the headwinds, all the headlines are all about the war right now. So this will be, unfortunately, this will go under the radar. It's a very, very big deal, but this is going to go under the radar. People are not going to realize it because all they're caring about is the war. Most investors aren't like us, who are committed to being in these streams every day, who want to learn more about crypto and Casper, who want to keep researching more, who are part of the community, the Discord server, who want to keep learning more and more, who are part of the VIP group, who each want to continue learning more and more about crypto and Casper, and maximize the benefits you can make from crypto through many other means. Not all of us are like that. A lot of people are just casual. They put money in crypto and they just leave, and they come back in the bull run, and the full bull run's taken off. So all they're looking at right now is headlines, and that's it. So this will go under the radar, but it's going to still be a very big deal. And of course, we will be here talking about it likely tomorrow when we find the information source as well. But we've got to understand as well that we are still very early, and we're still at a very integral, influential point. Bitcoin had the same level of adoption as the internet had in 1999. We are literally outpacing the internet. Look at the curve for the internet here to Bitcoin. It's taking a little bit longer to take off, but it's starting to rally up so much faster as well. So we are in a very, very strong position. Very strong position. And equally, in some other news as well, no surprise here as well, the SEC has delayed the approval of the Franklin Templeton Spot XRP ETF. That's not surprising at all. You're going to see a lot more delays coming through. It's going to be very frustrating. I think this is also part of the play to frustrate you investors to get you to check out your bags, which, say that for Casper, a lot of people want to sell their Casper now, and that's, again, understandable. But I would not be surprised if it's also by design to make you sell your bags, because there's a lot of strong belief that Casper is going to be, the future, as you will. Hans Moog, who recently signed off the KEF to help build up Casper, had a little discussion here about the impact of Casper in regards to proof of useful work. And don't want to go through the whole thread here, but the premise here, Hans Moog, who again joined recently, said he was pretty busy the last weeks to dig deep into the code base and understand how everything really works under the hood. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. Casper is a sleeping giant. Again, he's going to understand more of the coding than I probably ever will. He is got his stars and stripes, his accolades. He is by all means an absolute titan in this space, alongside Son Polinsky, alongside Michael Sutton. All those have their accolades. And if he's saying Casper sleeping giant, then of course it also further ignites my belief that Casper is something that I want to keep a hold of. Will it take off immediately? Again, we don't know. There's also a possibility that people are suppressing Casper because of this. Again, that's speculation, of course. But we are still, despite the market sentiment and the FUD, we are still. Again, I'm choosing this opportunity right now to scoop up these dips. If I'm honest, as I say continuously, I keep scooping up more Casper. Maybe I've got a problem, who knows? But we are seeing more and more delays, more and more suppression, more manipulation, a lot of frustration, rallying, of course, and uncertainty and doubt, FUD. But it doesn't change what's happening right now. Could we see Casper come out lower than him? Maybe we will. If we see the war escalate, we probably will. Otherwise, right now, Casper is holding a critical level of support, or another big level of support. Not critical, I'd say, but another good level of support here, around the 7 to 7.3 cent zone around here. After that, we go back down to, 6.5, give or take, around here. Of course, we did see Casper make a nice rally yesterday, but unfortunately, which I did say yesterday, we needed to hold 8 cents, and we didn't hold 8 cents at all. We came up and came straight back down. If we can find a way to hold 8 cents again, that's going to be a very, very reassuring thing for Casper to make that push upwards again. Until we do that, because 8 cents is a critical level for Casper, we've seen that continuously in the past. 8 cents way back here as well. 8 cents has been a very big level for Casper, so we need to surpass that properly for us to then start making that move above 9, 10, 13 of cents and up and up and up. Until then, it's just a matter of being patient, as I'm sure you're tired of hearing about. I think that's all Casper holders keep hearing. Be patient, be patient. Of course, it's not the most pleasant thing to hearing, but again, if it was easy, we'd all be billionaires right now. And if you wanted to make money quickly, there are other projects out there that have done very well. Meme coins, trading, other elements you can make quick capital. Of course, a lot higher risk. Do your own research, trade at your own discretion. Of course, I do partake in some of that stuff in my VIP group as well, and I do provide the picks. We do provide the picks in the community there as well. Of course, during times of uncertainty, it's very, very hard to have very successful trades. Saying that, our trades have still been okay. They haven't been too disastrous, but when there's a lot of uncertainty, it's very, very hard to always get the right trades going on, because you suspect one thing, like we had some long trades open and then the market just dumped because of the war. But I did anticipate that. I had some short trades shut up, and I'm looking forward to them actually cashing through as well if it does go worse. I hedge my bets, if you will. We'll see where that goes from here on as well. Now, we've got some Casper updates as well to get into, and I will be covering that in a short moment. Before I do, let's get into some of the questions, my Casper family. So where am I in the chat? I'm right here. What's up, Hearing Hong, bro? Welcome back to the stream, brother. 30th we moon yet? Unfortunately not. It looks like Iran and Israel have taken another step, or another escalation, if you will. So we'll see where it goes from there. Welcome back, Dimitar Manager, doing very, very well. Hello, future finance elites. I don't care if I get a price and hold on for dear life. I think right now, particularly, it's a very healthy mindset to have. Those who wholeheartedly care about the price of Casper every single day, I can almost guarantee there are actually 3 people who don't join the streams anymore, but they do comment quite frequently about Casper being a bad project. I'll say Casper's going to do very, very well. Which year? I know who they are. I'm expecting their comments to come through today, of course. Despite the fact that everything's doing badly, they'll of course only highlight Casper. again, the price of Casper has been a frustrating one. that's no doubt about that. But I still think it's going to do extremely well once the market has that semblance of peace and recognition and just starts to rally again. Really, Bitcoin is doing just fine during all this time. It's the alt market that's really getting beaten down. I mean, yeah, it's also, you know, relative. I mean, it's a very good observation. I mean, Ethereum's actually doing relatively well right now. Looking at it, it's actually very neutral. But yeah, a lot of the alts, I mean, especially the lower cap alts, they're bleeding quite heavily, which is understandable. Of course, they are more volatile than the big assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum and even XRP. But it looks like we are seeing some form of a lot of the FUD now seemingly calming down a bit, because we saw Bitcoin come down quite heavily earlier. Again, come back down to 103,000, and now it's up to 105,200 again. So it's actually making a bit of a pullback again, which is good. So maybe the FUD is coming to an end. Again, the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be very, very interesting. So keep close eyes on that. But the alts are definitely getting beaten harder. What's up, Lassie Albo? You're doing very, very well. Last chance to buy the dip is incoming. I mean, yeah, you said it, I didn't, because I don't want to say last chance, because ultimately there's always going to be another chance to buy the dips. And I'm not going to make a video ever again saying last chance, because it's a nice click. I mean, I know you don't mean it in the literal sense, or maybe you do, but the term last chance has been coined so badly that I can't say it, because if I say it, then it's like, well, I mean, again, we don't know where the situation is going to go right now. We haven't got confirmation that the markets are going to explode tomorrow, or then like the day afterwards, or how long this situation is going to go on for. So, but I mean, yeah, we're going to see another opportunity to buy a dip, that's for sure. I'll give you that much. Relax, everybody, there will not be a World War III. I mean, yeah, again, that's what these sources suggest as well. Again, despite the escalation right now and what's happening with Trump and Turkey and Israel and Iran, you're looking at the main catalyst, the main factors that determine what the smart money are thinking right now, being the S&P 500, so the stock market, being oil, and being gold. And while, you know, all are behaving as they should be doing when war's escalating, they're not, you know, in a dire situation. You'd expect the S&P 500 to come crashing down if World War III was on the cards. You expect the oil to go soaring up to over $1 a barrel if there was a chance of there being a World War III. And equally, gold would surpass all-time highs immediately. We are not there yet. So we've still got more time. Not a call for concern. It's purely just trying to shake you out of your bags. What's up, Jeff? Probably doing very, very well. Hey, did you get my message on the Discord yesterday about the FFA? I don't believe I did. If you can either send that to me again or even PM that to me on Discord, brother, I'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, I apologize, I did not see that. We are not going down, we are going up. I mean, right now we are going down, but I think, again, it's just a temporary matter. We will see it hopefully reverse soon enough. On the check-in, LB, bro, yo to you too. Welcome back, my man. Alyssa Queen, welcome back. Hope you're doing very, very well today. Caught another live. Good to have you again. I won't have much free time like this. Some will be busy for me. The grind is real. Actually, the whole thing is something awful. Some will flock to safer assets. Well, I mean, it's going to be unfortunate to see. I mean, again, by all means, get your bag, Alyssa. Do so, definitely. So I'm very pleased to hear you're working hard to obviously build your capital. So yes, keep grinding. It's going to be a shame not to have you in these streams much anymore. Hopefully you can always find time to tune in, either watch back on playback or even tune in, you know, as you're doing right now. But you got to do what you got to do, and I respect it. And yes, you're right in that regard. You'll see investors flock to safer assets. That's why oil's running right now, because investors are understanding that with war, you know, with this escalation of this conflict going on right now, you know, oil is an internal energy source. It's a turn of a source of power unit, if you will, for war. You know, you need oil for planes, for tanks, you know, for whatever it may be. So oil therefore rallies up as well, and of course safer assets as well, being the likes of gold, will also start to rally up more so as well. So you'll see a lot of people flock away from the on-risk asset to the risk-off asset markets, and we'll see where it goes from there, of course. Let's go to highlights as always. Just if you enjoy the streams, as always, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more, because, you know, we need that even more than ever during these times right now. I'm actually going to be hopefully dropping some more trades very soon. The VIP. If you again want to find out more, if you want a 1 month free trial to the VIP, you can do so by joining the affiliate link down below in the description. As you can see on the bottom left, I am partnered alongside BYDFI, no KYC, no VPN. And if you follow if you're part of the free Discord server and you check out the Get VIP Access channel right here, you can see that you actually will be able to get many benefits following the link. Deposit $100, verify your account, and you can get a 1 month free trial to the to the whole Coin Factory, the whole VIP server, alongside many other benefits like 17% on all future trading discount fees, VIP 2 account, 15% deferred wallet cashback, and you also have a current initiative going on right now as well, where you can get a deposit campaign. So again, there's a lot of benefits there. If you want to find out more, again, links down below in the description. And if you check out the free Discord server, you can find out more there as well. Because I'm definitely going to make the most of the trading aspect right now while the markets are in this situation, because it can be a risky element, of course, trading when the markets are on such turbulence, but I get myself positioned accordingly for when the markets do come back as well. So if you want to find out more about stuff, again, the VIP links down below in the description. You can get a 1 week free trial. Equally, the BYDFI, if you join through that, you get permanent access to the BYDFI channels in there. So you always get permanent VIP access, but then also a 1 month free trial to my personal VIP as well. So again, you get all benefits there. Check it out below in the description, also on my homepage as well. Good evening, Brett. Hope you're doing very, very well, brother. Welcome back to the stream, my man. We're happy to have you around while you're here, Lisa. Yeah, completely right, Mr. Miles. Great to have you here while you are here. What's up, Kryptoni? Boop. Yes, my man. I hope you're doing very, very well, brother. Having a great day so far. Let's Moon Fellas versus Let's Moon Fellas. Yeah, honestly. What's up, DC? Hope you're doing very, very well, my man. Another day, another altcoin crash, and another rash where Casper suffers more than most. I disagree. I mean, Casper's down 4%, but everything's down quite similar. I mean, Suri's down 3.82, so I wouldn't say it's more than anything else. Casper's down quite similarly to many other assets right now. But of course, if you are wholeheartedly only in Casper, then you would think it's a lot worse for Casper than everything else as well. Are we throwing good money after bad money, buying these endless dips? I mean, again, it's completely up to you. If you perceive it that way, I am buying the dips right now because I think Casper's still going to do very, very well. And again, as Hans highlighted here, he thinks Casper's a sleeping giant, and I agree completely. I do believe Casper's a sleeping giant. I'll still be around the Discord. Oh, great to have that. Great to hear that. So yeah, good to see that you're still going to be tuning in and around and about. Hopefully, the marks will look better than for, and then your grinding will pay off to where you can then just have a little bit of I guess a time off, if you will. Just enjoy the markets going up. That might be, again, a month from now. I'll have to wait and see, but good to see you still be present and a part of the community. So yeah, that's fantastic news. Now that being said, and yes, for Mr. Malt, as always, that being said, let's get into some of the Casper content, shall we? To get off first and foremost, why am I the only one here with the membership? The few memberships Jay has, the less he allows me to eat. Honestly, I mean, it's because just Kryptoni generously donated 10 memberships, and they would have come to an end now. So that's basically what it is. I think you're one of the few that wanted to, renew. That's the word. Renew your membership, which again I appreciate you very, very much, Mr. Miles. No more soapy beans. Yeah, get the hashtags out of the way right now. Get the hashtag. Don't know soapy dishes as well. Yeah, get it all out of the way. That being said, let's get into some more of the content right now. We're going to go through this short through this report here from Cas Media, which highlighted that last week we saw a lot of big developments for Casper, actually, more than I even realized, truth be told. A lot of big developments where we saw a protocol audit, some test networks and whatnot, and much, much more, which ultimately is this whole 10-minute article. I'm not going through the whole 10 minutes here, but this is a testament to Casper's potential to one day become the ultimate world sequencer for all layer 1s and all layer 2s as well. So this, of course, article was created by Nicholas Sismore, who used to work for Binance US head of listing. And I mean, yeah, it's a very, very interesting article here. Very interesting article. So it talks about, how last week we saw a significant number of new Casper ecosystem updates. And it goes through some of the following: Moonbound and Zealous Swap audit completed. So we did cover that in real time, which was again how Hexens just audited Zealous Swap smart contracts, and they are a leading cybersecurity firm with over 130 full-scope Web3 audits under its belt, including Polygon, Lido, Layer 0, 1inch, and more. Of course, we know Polygon, and we should know 1inch as well because they're the actual ledger, the project that actually beat Casper at the INTBA at the beginning of the year. The team specializes in infrastructure, security, ZK proofs, advanced cryptography, DeFi protocols, and NFTs. And their assessment has uncovered nearly one critical vulnerability per review on average, saving Web3 projects billions of dollars over the years. And they did find one, or not a critical one, but they found a major one with Zealous as well that was immediately fixed. All the issues they found with Zealous was immediately fixed, which is very, very good news to see, and would have saved investors and Zealous a hell of a lot of money. If that went live, it could have been a very, very bad situation there. So we got the report back. Very, very good to see. We can confidently state that both security and overall code quality of the protocol we have significantly improved following our audit. So that's great for Zealous as well. So that's ultimately very, very good news. We also had a Moonbound as well, which I was not even aware of here. Moonbound audit by Hexen as well. It's important to know that Hexen also audited Zealous Swap partner Moonbound. Moonbound is a decentralized platform we're preparing for a fair launch on Casper, utilizing a bonding curve mechanism to create a transparent and equitable approach to launching and trading tokens. So it will be the first fair launch-only token platform on the Casper network, with a mission to offer transparency, fairness, and liquidity to both token creators and users. That's actually new. I didn't even know about this, truth be told. One of the defining features is a 10% wallet cap, which ensures no single wallet can hold more than 10% of the token supply. I think that's actually quite a good feature, therefore preventing the possibility of anyone owning too much and then just having the ability to log the project. Of course, you can have multiple wallets that can hold 10%, so you can still work with that, having multiple wallets, but it could deteriorate that a little bit, or deter that a little bit more so as well. And we go through a little bit more information about that here. The audit reported 1 critical vulnerability, 3 medium severity issues, 3 low severity issues, and 6 informational findings. The Moonbound team has since addressed all the identified issues. Complete documentation and audit report can be found here. But also they also finished all of that as well. So that's great to see that Zealous and Moonbound are fully protected and have gone through that as well. Of course, audits aren't, a golden bullet. Of course, they're not. You see many projects incur their own elements of hacks and whatnot. They aren't, the best, but the audits are a way to get it starting off, better, right? Because if you didn't have the audit, there would have definitely been an issue. The audit at least lessens the possibility of such. Of course, it's still a possibility, but it's good to see it nonetheless. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but it's better either way. You did see Zealous withstand a DDoS attack as well. We saw that about a week or two ago. It's also very good news. 17 million requests. That was handled very easily thanks to Zealous Swap, so shout out to them for that. Their Beta 7 went live on the Casplex testnet for Zealous Swap as well, which is bringing another wave of enhancements to the platform. So Spanish, French language and whatnot as well, also very interesting. And they've also made more updates about that as well. We can all find that out additionally, and they're going to apparently be airdropping 4.8 million Zeal to testers during the first week of the mainnet launch, which of course we can see how well that Zeal is doing right now. It's come back a little bit, but it's still a $36.6 million market cap, and the holders are starting to go up a little bit as well. So it's interesting, of course, very interesting, and we'll see where that goes from there. Zeal's getting a lot more, recognition at least, which is, again, good for Zeal, honestly. Are they completely trustworthy? Again, that's up for you to decide, but it's good to see all in all. And then the one that's been the most exciting for me that I saw when I came back was the peer-to-peer encrypted messaging on Casper, the Kasia, which I thought was extremely cool. It's in beta right now, a fully peer-to-peer end-to-end encrypted communication platform built directly on the Casper network. The project enables users to send secure messages and files without relying on centralized servers, keeping true to centralization ethos of Casper. Which of course is very cool. Files can send up to 10 kilobytes. And I'm sure we'll be able to see it go up higher as well in the future as well. And just 10 Caspers enough to send hundreds of thousands of messages. So it's also affordable, it's cheap, as anything should be, as everything should be. Users must complete a handshake, a special transaction that costs 0.2 Casper plus fees. If accepted, the 0.2 Casper is refunded, and all future messages only incur minimal fees based on the length. That's how you initiate a conversation. So that's how you can, decide who you want to talk to, basically. Which also does, give an element of security. If you get a message from someone you don't want to speak to, you just don't reply to them, basically. And yeah, well, that's also very cool. And something else, one of the others, then there's 2 more. I mean, there's a few more updates here, but the 2 more that I thought were also very interesting as well. With the SEC, the chairman clarified proof of work is not a security. We all saw that post, a few months back or a month or so back. but on the crypto task table, the crypto task force roundtable in Washington on the 9th of June, so last week, he re-clarified, Paul Atkins, that proof of work networks are not subject to federal securities, or they're not security. That is great for Casper, therefore, because Casper is, of course, proof of work. So that's a great deal, which does bring it, another element of clarity. And then, of course, the last one being IGRA Labs, which we know their public testnet should be coming out a month from now. And we can see, we did see their recent updates as well, where they successfully merged a feature into the Paradigm Wreath client, which basically just meant that, this innovation for IGRA Layer 2, which requires block production on every Casper Layer 1 block, no matter the state of it. So it basically just means that it can prove valuable for any project needing predictable block construction. It just makes it a lot more efficient and actually one-to-one, more one-to-one with Casper's Layer 1 protocol, which is fantastic for IGRA as well, and making it that much more efficient as well. So that's great stuff to see for Casper. We'll see a lot more coming out in the near future as well. I'm hoping we'll see some Casplex updates this week, because for what I've been seeing so far, things should and have been seemingly running smoothly. So I'd like to imagine we'll hear an announcement soon about when they plan to release their mainnet, which Casper did highlight the possibility that it should be before Q3, so it should be in the next 2 weeks. We have to wait and see though. But again, it's a matter of time. Honestly, it's a matter of time. We're seeing more developments coming out, more and more. Casper, of course. We see people testing on it as well, which is great stuff to see. And then equally, as highlighted from Chris Hutchinson, EVM-compatible dApps are about to tip over Casper's event horizon, as this individual here, replying to Casper and everybody else here as well. Just basically gives a little bit of an update regarding what's happening right now. There's nothing critical holding us back. There's some integration developments that to be done, but not necessarily critical from the mainnet. So it does seem like, the mainnet is not far off from being released. We haven't got any date. We should have something today until the update. So it's currently tomorrow. I have not seen any updates. I'll quickly check out Casper to see if there actually has been an update or not. But I don't think he has just yet. No, there's not been an update, anything just yet. I've gone to his replies as well, just to make sure. No, I don't see anything either. So yeah, no update on that front just yet, but we should be seeing an update very, very soon therefore. And there's still some stuff that he has to do, but there's nothing critical holding them back, so we should be seeing a mainnet launch for Casplex very, very soon, which is very reassuring news. So yeah, on the cusp of the largest migration of that from Ethereum to Casper, because again, Casplex is Ethereum virtual machine, ZK Ethereum virtual machine, so it complies with Ethereum, and therefore, if you're a developer, and you're building on Ethereum, which is expensive and slow, and they take your fees, why wouldn't you want to migrate to Casper, which is cheaper and more friendly, and again, you can make more money off it as well in regards to the expensive fees. So there's a benefit to it. You'll see slowly and then suddenly many Ethereum-based apps coming over to Casper, which would be a very big deal for the growth of the project. Of course, we don't need Ethereum. More so, Ethereum needs Casper, but you've got to understand Ethereum is the biggest blockchain in the space by quite a margin. Then it's probably Solana, and then you've got stablecoins as well. Even Ethereum's the biggest one there as well. So you can get Ethereum apps to come onto Casper quickly, and then you start focusing on the other virtual machines, the Solana one, the Sui one, the Bitcoin. You can then see every other dApp and development and whatnot coming onto Casper as well, being interoperable with everything else as well. Ethereum's the best place to start, in my belief, because it's the biggest platform, and it will also showcase Casper's potential to the fullest, I think, more than anything else, initially starting off as well. So Casper is, again, despite price, as we always say, is still in a very, very strong spot. So I'm looking forward to seeing when they update and when we get the main announcement, also what's coming from that point onwards as well. Welcome back, Everco. You're doing very, very well. I'm here every day and Tony to give me one. Yeah, unfortunately, again, shout out to Tony again. Thank you very much for your generosity for that. And yeah, it was completely random. It did somehow give it to a lot of the OGs, but it's completely random. And even then, I remember Falco did it as well, and even Falco gave out 10, and that was still random, and unfortunately didn't get one again, so I apologize for that, Erica. But hey, maybe the next time a generous individual does it, you might get the lucky opportunity to do so as well. Casper Gold Candle will be epic, have patience and conviction. I completely agree. Take a matter of time, but it will be an epic when it does happen. don't put too much faith in the audits. Lots of audit projects have been hacked. I mean, yeah, I agree. Again, it is. I'm not saying, oh yes, Zealous Swap is inhackable now. I'm not saying it's completely protected. I'm just saying there are big issues, evidently, with Zealous. There was one major and one critical with Moonbound, and both have been identified and they've now been solved. So that in itself is good. Doesn't mean it's perfect. Of course, anything can happen, but it means it's better now. That is, it's more ready for its mainnet launch. That's what I mean. I'm not selling ever until like 20 years from now. I have to learn how to borrow money or crypto we're holding. I mean, holding on for a very, very long time like that, if you can, is a, I'd like to believe quite a surefire way to, have it's like having a 401k basically. Oh, there you go. Falco with the 10 donations, which went to Tony, Bobby C, Woozy, Magic Mark, Quarter Crawler, EF, Crypto Dad, Richard. Unfortunately, it looks like Erica missed out again, which is very, very unfortunate. I'm very sorry again, Erica. Thank you massively, Falco, for the another 10 gifted memberships. You are absolute legend. Thank you very much, man. And I apologize to those who did miss out. But I mean, maybe next time is what I can say. But yeah, I mean, I always get so fluttered when people do this sort of stuff. I don't know what to say. Thank you, brother. I really, really appreciate it very, very much. More than you know. Honestly, more than you know. What was I saying? I was saying, oh yeah, in regards to holding. Yeah, I mean, yes, you can hold on for a long time. Be, very, very big deal. Big deal indeed. Welcome back, my man. Pumps. I mean, hopefully soon. Right now, no, but hopefully soon. LB is going to be like Son Goku reaching the kingdom of God with magic stick. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a thing to remember, that's for damn sure. That's crazy. Mr. Mars and Wing Hong having a very interesting conversation there. And he's done it again. Yeah, Falco, also part of the Casper family. Thank you very much, brother, again for the dono. So, yeah, I mean, well, actually, wait, so you could donate to everybody bar yourself? Huh, interesting. Well, either way, thank you very much again. Yeah, lol, wasted. Nah, honestly, well, thank you very much again. Thank you very much again for the, and now 11. And Alyssa, wow, Alyssa did it as well, and unfortunately again, Erica lost. Wow, this is crazy. Thank you as well, Alyssa, for the gifted membership, and Falco for the 11 gifted memberships. And to those who won, congratulations. Mark over the winner. You also had against Richard, Zolt, Crypt Daddy, EF, Quarter Crawler, Magic Mark, Woozy, Bobby C, Marina, and also Tony. Shout out to all of you for being the winners there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm one of the only girls here and no gift. Yeah, honestly, it looks like YouTube is being misogynistic, apparently. How dare they in 2025? That's crazy. Thank you very much, all of you, for the memberships and your generosity. You have no idea how much it means for me. Thank you all for being an integral part of the community and helping. Just making, again, a more loving community for all. So thank you very much. And yeah, we're going to still be here continuously, every day as we do. Sunday may be a hit or miss. I'll say that now because I'm meant to be seeing family, which I got told about last night. But otherwise, yes, I will be here every day talking about crypto and Casper. Hopefully we'll see the hills of Valhalla very soon. Very, very soon. Casper God Candle, Allah Candle, Buddha Candle, Zeus Candle. Yes, all of them, all welcome, 100%. We meant to be getting those smart contracts pretty soon, right? From the looks of things, yes, as I've just now read through from Capador here, he does seem to be saying that nothing critical is holding us back, so we should be seeing smart contracts, Casplex, public mainnet release should be coming out hopefully this month. Well, not hopefully, well, hopefully this week. I mean, very soon. Who I say very soon. They should be giving an update. He said today, in terms of updates, we've not heard an update. I'll check Casplex real quick and KEF. But I don't think we've seen an update of any sort just yet. No, nothing there. KEF. Nothing there either. I can also check Chris Kang, because he might have said something. He is the co-founder of it as well. If not, then Oyson Lee. If not any of those people, then it's again they'll probably get an update. I imagine at some point for the end of the week. There's Austin Lee. No. Okay, so no updates on this front just yet for when we're seeing the mainnet release, but it should be soon in accordance to Casper Door. We should be seeing it soon enough, which is again very, very, very exciting. Smart contract come very soon. Yeah, honestly. And I'm one of the OGest of OGs. I mean, that you are. You're so OG that you bully me frequently. And you say that I'm bullying you, which is just defamatory. It's defamatory. Honestly, it's crazy. But yeah, thank you very much again, all of you, for the donors. And again, tuning in every single day. Hope you're having a great day always. And yeah, congrats on the winners. I don't know any of those people. I do know Tony. I do know Bobby C. He's messaged a few times. I know Quarter Crawler definitely. I've seen Magic Mark message as well. I've seen Crypto Dan message as well. And I know Richards. Everybody else, I think, are people who just love to lurk. And I, cannot say no to that, of course. Hopefully continue to enjoy the streams as always. But I do know a fair amount of those people who did tune in as well. And even Mark Evans as well, I recognise that name as well. I didn't have that option to allow memberships, but now I do. Let's see if the next time a nice guy will give me one. Oh, so apparently you had the button turned off. Well, there you go. So it wasn't YouTube's fault. It was an accident on your front. But either way, yeah. Hopefully the next time there's a generous individual, male or female or non-binary. Again, I don't discriminate anybody. If there is a generosity, again, I'm not asking for it. I'm really not. I appreciate all donations. But it's completely up to you it's completely up to you, yeah, completely. Again, I'm not going to ask for anything. That's not the premise of me. I do this stuff because I enjoy doing it. If there are people who are trying to be generous to support it, then that's all, by all means, that's fantastic. And I love you all for that. And I'm sure the community also appreciate you as well for it as well. We're going to still be here, But yeah, hopefully next time, or take a Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, that would be, I'd probably personally take a Bitcoin, Would I take a membership or a $100,000 coin? It's quite a tough decision, quite tough. Yeah, I hope they don't screw it up. So far, things have been going quite smoothly from what I've been seeing, but of course, I do hope they don't screw it up either. That would be, I mean, it wouldn't destroy Casper, but again, the last thing we need right now is more FUD. We don't need more FUD right now. We need some reassurance, some good news. So I'm hoping we'll start seeing that come forward as well. Hate speech in the United Kingdom is illegal, but holding Americans in your base, just defaming my name. It's just complete defamatory. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I just be very careful what I say at all times. That's the reason why I also try to refrain from swearing. Not that I think it's. I mean, I've heard countless consequences who do swear, and that's perfectly fine. Again, they can do what they want to. It's just I try to refrain from saying anything that is hate speech related or even just deemed as inappropriate, because I understand there's going to be, I just want to be, I guess a better choice of word, professional, I guess. Welcome back, Obi-Wan.Casper, man. Hope you've been very, very well, brother. Good to have you in the stream. I like the name Casper City. I mean, I think Casper City is starting to slowly grow on me. I'm not particularly fussed. I don't particularly care about the Casper account. When I first was searching Casper, that was my source of information, and now it has very well not my source of information. I have all the people here that I follow, that I built up my what do you call it? I built up my algorithm, that's the word, algorithm, for a long time now. So people that I follow now are well and truly people that I believe are really, really that's a good source of information for Casper and crypto as well. And I always find more people, like Casper Commons is a new one that's sprouted out from Chad. There'll be more people who sprout up and I think are worth following as well, and they'll help in my sort of finding information on Casper. Of course, the best way to go is always the GitHubs. But again, I'm not upset by it by any means, and hopefully the direction of Casper City goes correct, right? I did see actually an individual reached out to them and said the Casper City name had the lowercase c for city, and it was screwing with OCD, and he, asked them to change it, and they did change it, so at least Casper City looks right now, at least. Rule men swear. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a British. I'm a Brit. When I'm not, I guess, in this setting right now, if I'm just chilling with my mates, I swear like a sailor. But when I'm in front of all you lovely individuals, I try to, pull it back. So I understand there's people who, they don't necessarily want to be hearing all the profanities, and that's fine. And I try to cater to everybody as well. No one's gonna get angry at me for not swearing, but there's people who could get angry at me for swearing. So I'm like, I just don't need to do it. And I also try to bleep out any time it is mentioned. But I mean, yeah, again, market right now, next 24 to 48 hours are going to be very, very interesting, very important. So keep a close look out for that. Tune into the Discord server to also find out what's going on, whether it be me updating people or even this community updating people. We'll find out more. The VIP as well. You can check it out for a 7-day free trial. Equally, sign up through the BYDFI affiliate link. You can get and if you sign up to BYDFI through my affiliate link, send me a DM on Discord, and I can get you a 1 month free trial to the Coin Factory VIP as well. So if you sign up, you can send me a message on Discord, and I'll give you that access for 1 month free trial. If you want to find out, get more involved in the community, you've got the affiliate links, you've got the VIP, you've got the free Discord server, all that sort of stuff. You can get more involved as well. Capital right now, again, volume still lackluster as always, but I'm sure we'll see a reversal in due time. The Chaos 20 token space is still lackluster, but again, that reversal is hopefully on the horizon. We've seen the addresses still going up, 531, almost 532,000 right now. And we've seen 2 Casper going from this elusive wallet 2 right now, which again, who it is, the speculation right now that it's going to be a market maker of sorts, whether it be DWF Labs or Wintermute. Again, an actual confirmation or such, I'm still not entirely sure, but it's strongly speculated now. We'll see it translate and call it into tier 1s, I'm sure, soon enough as well, when the market is priced and right for it. Right now, definitely it's not the case. All this stuff happening right now, I don't think we're going to get a war, but we'll probably see more downside in the short term, and then we'll see some stability. Hopefully the news coming out today will be very, very good as well. Welcome back, bro. You're doing very, very well. Great to have you back again, my man. I'll give you one of Jay's Bitcoins. I mean, no. I don't have any Bitcoin. God, I wish I had. If I had one full Bitcoin, oh my gosh, that'd be insane. I mean, one of those ones, people who got in a Bitcoin beginning of the cycle at 16k. I mean, you're flying right now. Mr. Moss again, just complete waffling. I will take it all some of his Casper. Hey, let's just not. Let's just not. But with that all being said, jokes aside, thank you again everyone for watching and tuning in today's Casper and Crypto Live. Short summary: markets are looking a bit worse for wear from the war escalating right now, but is it World War 3? Some suggest it's not going to be. If you want to find out more or stay tuned into what is going on, the 3 key markets to look into is the SP 500, oil market, and gold. If gold and oil is going up massively and SP is going down massively, that might be a sign that war is getting closer and closer. Otherwise, then there's no reason to be concerned right now. Take time off the markets. You will do. Come to the Discord server to find out more and learn more as well. I'll keep you updated in there as well. Equally, the VIPs updated as well, information and whatnot. That being said, it's great. If you enjoy the stream, always leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. Have a great day, evening, good night, my people and my family, and I will see you all in the next one.